And welcome back to Let's Play Unreal Return to Pali. On this episode, we're continuing the Tarydium Foundry, and we're going through this pipe. And you'll notice that we've got the asbestos suit. Now that's going to help us whenever we encounter anything really hot. But we haven't so far. Just continue along this pipe. There's only one real way to go here. And that's not going to hurt you. And they've got these weird looking stairs. You just have to kind of jump up them one by one by one. That's the way it is, just like those weird looking ladders that we saw in Glathreel Village, you know? I mean, it's nice that they did that, but it's still kind of problematic. We got more pupas and we have this nice little conveyor belt. And it doesn't look like the pupas can really handle this conveyor belt very well, so use that to your advantage. It's like those lizards that couldn't climb up those slopes, if you remember. I think that was in Spire Valley. And of course we've got another brute down here. He'll kill one of the pupas, thankfully though. Let me just plop down here, get into a corner, of course. That's really healthy, but I got enough combat assault rifle rounds, thankfully, to take care of them with 5 remaining. Aren't I special? I like the sound of these pupas, just like, it sounds like fingernails on the desk, you know? I hear another pupa around here somewhere. That one's dead. My dog says hi, by the way. She's right next to me, scratching and cuddling. So if you hear some dog scratching, that's what it is. I'm not going to kick her out of my chair. We've got another brood over here, by the way. You can kind of use a stinger on him. I'd probably use a stinger simply because, I don't know, I don't like the stinger very much, and we're going to get plenty of Tarydium shards later, probably, so why bother? It looks like a piece of pupa up there, by the way. I was kind of wondering what that was. It's not anything that we really need, it's just, like I said, a piece of pupa. So, yeah, Peter picked a piece of pupa. Can't even say that. How many pieces of pupa did Peter Piper pick? This is kind of a cool little lift. Looks like it's kind of a really long cargo elevator or something. Don't forget to look behind you, there is a Skaarj over here. And there's some ammo over there too, so it would be nice to get that. In case you need it. Haha, bye-bye. I'll turn him into some giblet gravy. And you do have to wait a long time for these lifts sometimes, it seems. It is a bit of a pain in the ass, but that's okay. There's 2 other pupas up here, by the way. They are actually walking up on the beams. I'm actually pointing at the beams right now. You can't see me pointing at them, but they're actually walking up on the beams and they'll kind of plop down and start to attack you. So what I like to do is just go in, try to see if I can get them to plop down, and I think one is about to plop down. Yeah, there we go. And then take care of them that way. Got enough Tarydium shards. This opens up a door, the door we couldn't go through earlier, and you'll see. You'll see. There's a really weird mix of enemies in this episode, or this level rather. Not sure why they did it the way they did it. I guess they just wanted to increase the challenge, even if the enemy selection didn't make a whole lot of sense. Like the pupas, for example. If the queen is gone, why are there pupas remaining? Because the pupa I wouldn't imagine would last that long without the queen, but I don't know. I don't know how that works. You got me on that one, viewers. Anyways, we can go down through this hole. I had to make a cut there, sorry. And we've got more pupas. So you might as well just 8-ball them. Use some explosive weaponry against them. Dispatch them. Bye-bye. We've got 2 ways we can go down here. I'm going to go another path, though. Hello? Hello? He woke up. He's just kind of standing there. He's like, I heard some explosions in the distance. I heard some pupas explode. That's nothing. I'm just going to stand here and well, I'll assume nothing's going on. Sure, why not? Ah, we got him. It's a lot of neat looking machinery down here. It'd really suck if it went, you know, kaboom. Especially since we're here, you know. But anyways, you want to go down this direction. Watch out for the pupa hiding in the corner, obviously. In the dark. I don't suppose that's a corner, but it's a divot. That's a word. Divot's a word. Right here, as soon as you get to this point, go. Do not stop. You're going to have some pupas come after you, but that pipe behind you actually lowers into the fire. And your asbestos suit can help a little bit, but it's not going to help that much. So you might as well just kind of keep going. You can still kill the pupas, and I would recommend doing that. The best way to do it, I guess, would be if you have the grenade launcher here, use that against them. I knew there was one down there. Let's get the other one. We got him. Well, I thought we got him. Maybe we didn't. And we are moving along. Right here, I kind of wanted just to lower some grenades down here to see if I could take care of the Skaarj. I knew there was a Skaarj down here because I actually practiced the level. I mean, a lot of effort goes into making these videos, especially for Unreal, because I have to practice it a lot and figure out what kind of route I want to take through this. Even though the route is somewhat linear, I kind of want to memorize where the enemies are, the enemy locations, so that I can get the jump on them and kind of teach you how to get the jump on them as well. If you play this game and you don't have God mode on, you do want to use some sort of strategy. Unless you're just ungodly skilled. Which, if you are, hey, you can play it however you want, but I like using a little bit of strategy. I like sneaking around a little bit. Everybody's gonna let's play in their own style, you know. I was kind of waiting for the 8-ball to kind of lock on the target here, but it doesn't seem to want to do that until now. And we've got 2 brutes that we have to deal with here. One behind us and one in front of us. The one behind us isn't going to show up until the one in front of us shows up. So what we have to do is just launch your 8-ball, get ready for this guy, and just go to town on him. I wanted to get kind of a tight circle of 8-ball rounds in this guy, but I made a mistake here. Mistakes are going to happen. The rocket launcher's good right now. And we just kind of blast them and 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 blast them. Blah. We got him. Launch up on these 8-ball rounds. Also look behind you. Oh, well, now it's ahead of you. You'll notice there's a super health here in case you need it. And if I took any more hits, I definitely would have needed it. I notice I haven't used the Razor Jack that much. I used it a little bit earlier, I believe, in the previous part. This is kind of an interesting section. There's actually 3 tiers, and each tier has at least 1 or 2 Skaarj to it. And they're either trying to hide to get the jump on you, or they're, you know, lost in their own world. So just kind of remember where all those Skaarj locations are, because they can do a lot of damage, even if you've got a lot of armor and health. You don't want them to get too close or they'll start clawing you, and that can really, really, really eat into your armor and health. Keep your distance from them at all times. Now here's kind of a weird enemy choice. I don't know why they did this, but the reason I got the flak cannon out is because there's a Water Serpent down here. I don't know why there's a Water Serpent down here. You got me on that one. Here, I would definitely explode this kind of little grate here. And there's some armor here if you need it. Now we go to the second tier again. And we can go forward to the third tier. I didn't really do the best job on this guy, but I get him eventually. Sometimes they'll just kind of stand still, so you kind of have to learn how the AI is a little buggy at times. Or predictable. I think this is the location where the Skaarj tries to get a jump on you. He's right up here, if you can see him. I got 2 blasts on the rocket, so he's heavily damaged right now. He didn't have time to go, he didn't have time to get into red alert to get his shields up, so. I got really lucky here. I didn't anticipate getting on the lift. And thankfully it gave me quite a bit of distance. And once he's down there, I don't care. I'm not going back to get him, even if he's dead or alive. I don't care at this point. Now we got more water to deal with here, so obviously we're going to have to deal with some more Water Serpents. So get your flak cannon ready. I like how we have the perpetual scuba gear. The flak cannon's wonderful against those guys. I guess because they have a large, not footprint, but a large surface area, or maybe a large volume is the word I'm looking for. So most of the flak cannon shells, or flak cannon fragments, will hit them dead on. So 2 or 3 shots, and you're done. You're ready. It would have been nice to have more flak cannon rounds and in the last game, but that's okay. That's the best way to deal with him. He's not going to jump into the water as far as I'm aware. So you might as well just use a hit scan weapon to take care of him as soon as you can. This isn't the end of our troubles, by the way. We still have one more thing to deal with. And you can actually kind of bug this out. What you want to do is, you'll notice this little area here. A Skaarj can drop out from there, but only if you go pretty close to it. So what I like to do is just get far away from it, and the Skaarj will not notice you. And he will not drop down. And that way you don't have to deal with them in such close quarters. And that way you can save some of your health and your armor for the next episode, the next level. Which is not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea at all. I think there's only 2 or more, well, no, I think 2 or 3 more sections to Unreal Return to Pali, so this Let's Play will be over pretty soon. So, anyways, thank you so much for watching part 2. So, let's see if there's a log entry. Well, right now there's not, so that's it. So thank you again for watching, and have a wonderful day. Goodbye.